We are starting the showcase quick with Extra Toxins, the trinket obtained by reanimated rangers at a 13% chance. This trinket will automatically turn 3 random bandit cards into their Venom versions at the start of the fight. You can pick which 3 cards you want to bring into the fight and then use this trinket to immediately get their Venom versions, saving 3 bits and a possible card slot from Toxic Coat. Rusty Scimitar is a trinket obtained by reanimated mercenaries, causing attacks to deal 25% more damage, but after you use an attack card, you're getting a negative 50% attack modifier for 3 turns. You know I'm already going with this. We're buff shot gaming here! But otherwise, this trinket is horrible to use in multi-attack decks, so it's recommended to just use this with buff shot. It's a free plus 25% attack buff. For our final trinket, we have Corroded Armor, which is obtained by reanimated guards at 13%. Upon reaching 50% of your max HP for the first time, you gain a permanent 15% defense modifier. Since this modifier is permanent, it will persist with you even after you heal some damage. So it's really good in decks that require a lot of self-damage like self-burn or facing a bunch of high DPS enemies. Now let's move on to cards. Our first one is Feint, obtained by Dunstan after doing his questline. It'll give you 2 bits and a negative 40% attack buff. This card is useful in decks that do not rely on attack cards that much, and even if you want to use attack cards, you could just bring something like Pythro to completely negate the buff. Or you can use Burning Cleanse to negate the buff and give a bit of self-burn for other card conditionals. Our next card will be Buckler Bash, obtained from Wolf for 1 silver item token in Sentinel Hill. It deals 15 damage and gives a 15% defense buff. As this is a beginner card, there isn't much strategy behind it, just adds a bit of defense on top of attacking the enemy. You might want to pick up Shield Bash if you're a fan of these cards. Our next card is Acid Blade, obtained from Elite Bandit. It deals 20 damage and inflicts poison, dealing 8 damage for 4 turns. As this card is also another beginner card and could be considered worse than Toxic Knife, it is great to have this on hand if you want to run early game poison decks, but Toxic Knife outclasses this in damage. Now we have the Venom version. Venom Acid Blade just deals more poison damage and adds the DK, which is standard amongst Venom tokens, so nothing else to say here. I'll just let the clip play until we get to the next card. Our next card is Sharpened Claws, obtained by the Vampires, and it'll give you a 30% attack buff, and it draws an attack card from your deck if it contains Claw, if you do not have one already in your hand. If you fail to draw, you take 15 life loss damage. A Claw-based deck is highly recommended, especially if you're synergizing with Vampire's Claw and Claw Impale, but other Claws work, except for the one I'm about to showcase here in a minute. And that Claw is Decaying Claw, obtained from Ganaku and Weak Zombies. It deals 10 damage and inflicts a 3 damage poison for 5 turns with a 5% decay. The damage increases to 15. There is no real reason to pick up this card if I'm being honest. It's just a worse poison dagger, and the 5% decay isn't really helping anything. Now our final card is Volatile Cleanse from the Dying Realm booster pack. Then it removes all burn, poison, confusion, curse, heal block, freeze, and frostbite at the cost of 2 unstable energies in your deck. This is one of the best cleanses in the game. However, the sub cost of 2 unstable energy, meaning you'll have to bring some form of self energy, such as the trinkets or cards. Special thanks to Cat Lover for supplying me with these cards for the showcase. But anyway, that'll be it for today's showcases, and I know I said that this would be the last showcase, so I'm all cut up, but LIGHTZ just released 3 new cards, and is probably dropping more tonight, and I'm just gonna hold off until he does. But anyway, tune in for that showcase, and remember, like and subscribe for more. Bye!